Hey guys, so I hope I don't have any food in my teeth. I literally just ate dinner. Anyway, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gabby Catano and this is Catano Glam English. Today's video is going to be very different from the rest of the videos that I've uploaded onto here thus far. I decided to talk to you guys a little bit about like my personal life and, excuse me, what I have been doing the past few months, where am I living, how's my relationship going, you know, things like that. So if you are interested, please give this video a thumbs up right now, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. If you guys want to get notified whenever I upload videos, which is more likely than not on Sundays and Wednesdays, go ahead and click the notification bell and that will just notify you whenever my videos are up. Si quieren suscribirse a mi canal que se llama CATANO GLAM, que es totalmente en español de ahora en adelante, opriman el enlace que está en la cajita de descripción o opriman el enlace que está por aquí. Okay guys, let's get into the video. I hope that you like what I have to say, and I feel really awkward and anxious. I don't know why. I feel like it's because it's so, like, it's about me, you know what I mean? It's not about the makeup or about the event that I'm at. It's about my life and me and what I'm doing. But let's get on with it because it's something that I've been promising you guys that I'm going to do and I haven't done it. So here I am, sticking to my word. So let's just do this. So a little background, I grew up in Miami. I was born and raised there. I started my YouTube channel, CATANO GLAM, which used to be bilingual and is now all in Spanish 2 years ago. I never really thought about being like YouTube famous and being an influencer of that sort. So, and I was always studying because I did go to college. I recently graduated. Actually, I graduated a year ago. Not so recent, but anyway. So I never really had time to dedicate to it. And this year in the summer, I decided to really dedicate time to my YouTube and to just try to make it on this platform. So I wrote down all the things I wanted to talk about in this video because I feel like there's so much and I feel like if anything I'm just gonna keep rambling on. But the main thing is the fact that I am no longer in Miami. I am in California currently, staying in Huntington Beach, working in LA, and I'm here to break that part of my life down for you guys. So I've been coming to California my entire life, since I was a baby. I have family all over the place. I have really close friends that live in LA. I have friends in Sherman Oaks and San Diego. So I basically have someone to stay with wherever I go in like the southern part of California. I have only ever been here for a vacation. I lived here for a few months when I was in 2nd grade, so I always like to say that I used to live in LA, but the truth is I hated it. I really hated California. I missed my friends, I missed my grandma and everything. And you know, my mom is an actress. Her name is Adriana Catano. So she came out here when I was in 2nd grade and we stayed with the family that I'm staying with now, which is her brother and his wife and kids. And that's when I was really little and I hated it. And she listened to me. We went back to Miami and she took that pause on her career in that sense to be a great mom and to basically raise me, but she never stopped working as an actress. But this isn't about her, this is about me. Okay, bring it back, Abby, bring it back. So that's like a little background info on me and my love for California. So my whole life, I've always wanted to come back. I've always, like, once I got to middle school, I was like, what? We used to live in California and because of me, we came back to Miami. Like, who let me decide? You know what I mean? So you see everyone flourish in LA. There's just so many opportunities here for every sort of industry, especially the entertainment industry, the beauty industry, the fashion, anything to do with being on TV, which is something that I love and I have always loved because I grew up with it. Whereas makeup is more of an art passion, being on TV is like a dream. You know what I mean? So they're different. I feel like I have never fully accepted that dream because both of my parents are actors and I have always hated being compared to them. I hate when people say la hija. If you don't speak Spanish, that means so-and-so's daughter or you're the daughter of so-and-so. I don't like having to use my mom and dad's last name to get ahead in this industry, meaning in the entertainment industry, like acting and being on TV hosting, all that, and in the Spanish market. I hate that because I feel like that's not really me accomplishing it. I have encountered a few people in my life who have made comments like, oh, well, you know, I don't have a mom, like, you know, in the industry, so it's harder for me or anything. It's like, girl, like, my mom's busy getting her own career. You know what I mean? I'm not making my mom get me things. And God placed specific opportunities in front of you for you to utilize them. So how stupid would it be of me to not at least once in my life, you know, ask my mom, hey, can you help me? But I'm just trying to say that that's not the norm, and that's not necessarily the reason that I do come out on TV or things like that. There's only so much that my mom's or my dad's word could do for my career. Like, if you don't have the talent to back it up, then the person who booked you is gonna be like, okay, bye, never mind. Let's fast forward to this summer, August to be exact. So in August, we had our family reunion in California, and I was like, you know what? I'm not in school right now. I'm studying online, which means that I have the opportunity to basically study wherever I am, as long as there's Wi-Fi. And I'm getting my social media graduate certificate. And I had decided to take a break in the fall to dedicate more time to myself and to figure out what the heck I wanted to do with my life. Because for those of you who don't know, I graduated with a degree in psychology from FIU, Florida International University. I studied nutrition and I was going to get my master's in it, but I realized that that was not my passion. I worked as a talent coordinator / casting director for a production company in Miami, and I realized that was definitely what I did not want to do. It was cool, and I learned a little bit about the behind the scenes of the industry, but I'd much rather be in front of the camera than behind the camera in that sense. I realized how much of a passion I had for makeup and for YouTubing and for creating videos and content for you guys. Those are all reasons why I decided to take this semester off of my graduate school. This year I also had the opportunity, well, for the past 2 years actually, I've had the opportunity to come out on TV a lot more, and I mostly work on Spanish TV. Whenever I'm on live TV, it's literally a rush. I feel like I have butterflies in my stomach, I'm about to throw up, and I'm about to shit my pants, but I'm so excited, and this is where I need to be. It's like an adrenaline rush for me, you know? So I realized that I wanted to be more on TV and to kind of stop shunning that part out of my life. So I accepted that part of me, and I decided to buy my one-way ticket in August and come to LA for a much longer time than I have. The reason I stayed here longer was because I wanted to give LA a shot. I wanted to try to work as a makeup artist, maybe get meetings with some agents or managers or go on castings or something. And thankfully, my family decided to let me stay with them those 6 weeks, and my mom came to accompany me for a month also. She was out here doing the same thing because, I mean, now that I'm older, I'm an adult, I can take care of myself. It's like, okay, like now I can go too, and you want to go, so it's perfect. So we were both here for that time. When I was here, I felt like this is where I needed to be. I felt in my element. My mom and I were on Melrose all the time. We were in West Hollywood. We were in meetings, and I just was like, oh my God, this is the land of opportunities. Like, I've done more in 3 weeks than in Miami I've done my whole life. I just felt like I need a reason to stay here because I can't just pick up and leave and come to LA and not know what to do every day of the week. I decided to apply to different job opportunities just to see what would happen. I didn't think that I was actually gonna get offered a position somewhere. I don't know why. I applied to a company, and what I'll say about them is that they have a ton of clients. It's a digital marketing, PR, publicity firm. They basically help their clients brand themselves, and now they have me, who is a social media intern / I'm available to do makeup for whatever photo shoots or video shoots that they book with their clients. Of course, if the clients book me. But before we get there, I applied for an internship and I went into the office because I got called for an interview. I told them, and oh my God, if they're watching this, whatever, I'm here now, so it doesn't matter. But I told them that I was in the process of moving to LA. So I would be back in LA mid-October no matter what. And that I was going to be living here in LA. There was no guarantee of that. My life was in Miami. I hadn't talked to anybody about this. I didn't tell my mom, I didn't tell my boyfriend, I didn't tell my friends. Like, I didn't even know where I would live or where I would stay. I just told the people that interviewed me from the office that that was happening. I went into that interview like the last week that I was in LA. I think it was like the first or second week of September. And they offered me the position. They offered it to me when I got back to Miami. I was like, oh my God, what? You know? So I had a rush of emotions. I was super excited, number one, because I was like, oh my God, like this is my one reason, like this is my thing to be in LA. And on top of that, it's what I'm studying. I'm studying social media marketing. So hello, like this is awesome. The company is really great. I also got really scared and nervous because I had to see where I was gonna stay. So I called my uncle and I was really nervous to call him. I was like, oh my God, I was just there for a month and a half and now I'm gonna ask him, hey, can I go back and stay for 3 months? Because that's how long the internship is. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to just talk to him. And if he says yes, then I'm one step closer. And if he says no, then it's not a big deal. I will find a way to get to LA at one point in my life. And he said yes. And then I was really excited. Like as my excitement was growing, my nerves and anxiety were also growing because it was like, oh my God, this is so awesome. I've always wanted this. And then it's like, oh, how is this happening so fast? What am I gonna do? Wait, I don't have a car. Hold on, my boyfriend. Wait, my friends. That's how I was feeling. So now let's jump into my relationship. So I have been with Matthew for 2.5 years and I genuinely think that Matthew and I are soulmates. I know that that sounds really cheesy, but I tell this every time I talk to someone. I feel like he is the person for me and I'm the person for him. I think he feels this way about me too. I would hope he does. But I have always been for, hey, if I'm gonna ever leave, like I'm down to do long distance. But you know, people have different personalities and this is something that I was always open to because I always knew I wanted to come here. So I feel like no matter what relationship I'm in, if it's a good one, I will want to continue working towards it, even if I'm not in Miami, you know? But I don't think that long distance is for everyone. And so Matthew did not want long distance. He realized, okay, let's give it a try. Like, why wouldn't we try it? And it's so weird. It's very hard because like I was always used to seeing him, you know? So now I don't see him and now we have to resort to FaceTiming or just texting all the time. So luckily we have that technology that we can do that. And I feel like it's gotten easier as the months have gone by. Like the first month between October and November was really hard. It was so hard. And then the second, like once we got to the midpoint of me going back to Miami for the holidays, like now I feel like, oh, it's so much better. Like now I'm just excited because I know that I'm gonna see him in person in December. Communication is key, ladies and gentlemen, whoever is watching this. If you are ever gonna try out long distance or something, you need to communicate with them, whether it's good or bad, whether you're nervous, whether you're scared, whether you're happy or sad or angry, you need to communicate with your partner. So we are good, we are together. He is my boyfriend, so
don't get any ideas, anybody.
And I'm sorry if I'm being awkward. I just don't want to give off too much info. You know what I mean? I feel like I haven't gotten to that level of YouTube where like of being comfortable on YouTube. By the way, my family just got back, so if you hear anything, that's them. Anyway, let's move on from that. So when I decided to take the internship on, my mom was like, you need to get a new car, because I had a 2014 Jetta and I didn't want a new car because I didn't think I needed one. She had been telling me already for months that I needed to get a new car, because after you have a car for a certain amount of time, like the parts start to break down and everything, and it's just her and I in the house. We know nothing about cars, so she just wanted me to already be in a new one in case anything happens, like if I were to be driving my old car and there was just more of a chance that it would break down or something would happen. I'm gonna insert a clip of when I went and I got my new car, because I did do a vlog for you guys, but there was so much going on I wasn't able to edit and to upload, so here it is. Good morning, guys. Oh my god, I'm so tired. It's 8 a.m., which is not, I guess, that early for most people, but I usually don't get up before 9 a.m. if anything. So I have been turning on and off my alarm since like 6:30 in the morning. I am on my way with my mom, who's in the car in front of me, to one of the Volkswagen dealership service centers. I have to check something out in my transmission of my car. So I am trying to sell my car so I could get a brand new Volkswagen, still a Jetta. The 2019 Jettas are freaking beautiful. They have a back camera, and they have blind spot detectors and all that good stuff. The only thing that they don't have is the automatic seat controllers, like that helps us go front and back. Okay, so I don't know if you heard that, but that was Siri talking to me. I'm on Waze, and I'll kind of take you guys through the process. Okay, so it's a new day. I ended up having to get a brand new transmission, so I'm not going to be able to sell the car as fast as I thought I was going to, but we are still going to go and try to get a new car. Hopefully it'll be a lease, so fingers crossed. Okay guys, so I'm sitting here waiting with my mom, and we're just trying to see if they can run my credit, if they even have credit. I don't even know any of this
You have
shit.
a credit card.
I have like a credit card, but like
You pay
anyway.
it every month. You pay it in advance.
So we're trying to see what the numbers are with that, and hopefully it goes through, right, mommy?
Yes.
And I'm gonna show you guys the car that I'm gonna get if it goes through, which is so cute. Alright guys, well, I just have to tell you that I got it! Okay guys, so I'm sitting in my brand new car. I'm so excited. It's the Volkswagen Jetta 2019. It's the R line, meaning it has a little bit more of like a sporty feel to it. My mom is sitting in her car right there watching me vlog. It has more of like a sporty feel to it. The rims are a little bit different. It has the same type of engine though, so it's not like I'm gonna be actually driving fast. She keeps staring at me. Give me a second. This is all fingerprints. I know I have to clean this, I know, but it's all touchscreen, so that's really, really cool. The steering wheel is really soft and smooth, and if you guys notice, it is a dual interior, so it's black and that whitish beige. I'm really happy with this car. It also has, I don't know if you see right in there, let me zoom. Right here, it has the detectors that let you know when there is someone in your blind spot, which is so awesome. After getting my car, I think it's really pretty. I'm really happy that I got it, but then it was like, okay, I need to ship my car. I've never done that, obviously. I've never had to do that, so I was really, really nervous and very anxious that something was gonna happen to my car. I don't know why. I felt like the car was just gonna get lost and disappear somewhere in the United States. But that didn't happen, thankfully. I'm gonna insert a little piece of that vlog too. So my car is going to go towed right here. I think it's gonna go in this row, but I think he's gonna put it up first and then bring it down. I don't know what's gonna happen. But here it goes in Miami for now. I'll see you in LA. When the car finally arrived, I was like, oh my God. Thank God. Okay, it was like a weight lifted off my shoulders. But the first 2 weeks my mom was here, I obviously felt like, you know, more comfortable with it because I've lived with my mom my whole life, and we've never had to be separated for such a long time. She would always travel because, like I said, she's an actress, so she has to travel for her job sometimes. She would do the Rooms to Go commercials when I was little, but it was never more than like, I don't think I've ever been apart from her for more than maybe 2, maybe 3 weeks, and that's it. So that's 23 years of being with someone all the time, and I only live with her. So it's just my mom and I. So that's been pretty difficult, you know, not having my mom here. But again, that's another thing, like the long distance relationship. My mom and I FaceTime almost every day. We still argue like we do when I'm in Miami, but we talk all the time. And for some reason, it feels different when I compare it to like me and Matthew versus like me and my mom, the way that I miss both of them, because I know my mom's eventually gonna come here. Okay, so another thing that you guys don't know about me is that I get anxious for literally everything, which is so bad. That should not happen. And it's not that I think negatively. I am an overthinker. So it's been about a month and a half, and there have been days where I have felt really down, where I felt really anxious, and then there's been days where I'm like, oh my God, I'm so happy and I feel awesome. Like now that it's like the halfway mark between me going back to Miami for a little bit, I feel like, oh, okay, like everything's okay. But the first like 2 weeks, it was so, no, the first like month, it was so weird because all my friends are in Miami. I have 2 friends that are here, but they live, one of them lives an hour away from me and the other one lives 2 hours away from me. So it's very weird to have that transition, like to make new friends in a new place. So like even though I'm friendly, it's just like you could be friendly with people, but that just means you're being nice. Like making the transition of making that person your friend, I feel like that's the hard part. But recently, my mom sent me some pictures of this book called Ask and It Is Given, and I'm gonna link it down below because it's really helped me. And Ask and It Is Given is a book that is all about like positivity, but not in like a fantasy world. Like it's like real life positivity, how you attract what you want, how to change your thought process from negative to positive. And so that's something that's really helped me. I have been reading pages from there, and I've also been reading this book. It's called Tu Momento Estelar, which I guess in English would be like your shining moment. I don't know, like your when you finally achieve that goal that you wanted. So this is from Luz Maria Doria, and she is the executive producer of Despierta America, which is the #1 rated morning show on Spanish TV. I have had the pleasure of being on that show multiple times, so I know that everything that she has to say is like of value. I know her personally, and she has believed in me, she has believed in my mom. So this book has also really helped me. If you speak Spanish, I highly suggest that you get it. She has examples of people that came here when they were little as immigrants, people who were born in the US but were poor, they were entrepreneurs, and they are millionaires now. So she has just examples of everyone having that shining moment in their lives, and how you could be a regular Joe Schmo and get it. You don't need to have money to get it. You don't need to come from, you know, a famous family. Like literally anybody has the same opportunities that whatever celebrity you're looking up to has. So that's also really helped me, because whether you're in Miami or you're in LA or wherever it is that you are, it's very easy to compare yourself to other people. I feel like the industry that I'm in with beauty and with acting or entertainment, like TV and all that, is oversaturated. But when you really think about it, think about how many doctors there are, how many lawyers there are, how many chefs there are. Like every single business is oversaturated because there are so many people in this world. So everybody, no matter what business you're in, has the same opportunity to make it. It's just about your mentality and about the steps you take to get there. So not that this is supposed to be a motivational video, but it's supposed to be a life update, and I feel like that's been something that I have struggled with in the last 2 months, and now I'm feeling so much better because of that switch of mentality that I've had. I actually have a manager now. I'm super excited about that, because if you're in LA and you don't have a manager and you don't have an agent, then like how are you going to get to castings? How are you going to get booked with anything? How are you going to work? I was talking about the industry being oversaturated. Well, it is, especially in LA. So if you don't have representation, there's just an even smaller chance of you making it. So I'm really happy and very excited to be working with him. He's somebody that my mom has known for years, since she was out here in LA when I was like 7 and 8 years old. So I know that he's someone that we can trust, and I started taking on-camera casting classes. It's not that I feel awkward being on camera, but in certain, there are certain times when I'm on camera that I do. And one of those times is when I am in castings. I feel like I suck at casting. If I get booked, if I just go on TV, if I have a live show to do, that's fine. I can do that. Like, that's perfect. But if you put me in a room where I know that someone is going to judge me at the end of this to decide, hey, do we like her? Is she good enough? I get so nervous and so anxious that sometimes I do really well and sometimes I do really bad. That's why I'm taking on-camera casting classes, because the studio that I'm taking it at is like the #1 studio to go to here. I actually want to take even more because I've realized how much I like it. Like I said, I've never dedicated myself to this part of my career, and now that I'm starting to, I really love it. I'm getting out of my comfort zone, I'm getting out of my shell, and I'm actually doing really well in the class. So that's very exciting, and I haven't gone to any castings yet because I really wanted to be prepared before I go into the room, because it's a lot more than just memorizing your lines, saying them, and flashing a smile. It's so much more than that. You have to make the person behind the camera believe that you believe what you're saying. There's different techniques for commercials, for film, for TV. Depending on the role that you're going for, there is a different way that you should be in front of the camera. So that's what I'm learning, that's what I'm doing. It's really nerve-wracking because you go into the room one by one, you do your casting, and they record it, and then the class all sits down together and we all have to watch each other's videos. The first time it was very, very nerve-wracking, but the good news is that everyone has to go through it, so I wasn't the only one that was super nervous. And it's actually kind of fun because when you see other people's tapes, you can #1 say, oh my god, that was a great idea, I never thought about doing that. Or you can be like, okay, well that was horrible, so I'm never gonna make the mistake that they made. That's why going to an on-camera class is very important for all levels of acting. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner, if you're a pro. My mom still takes on-camera classes and she's been acting her whole life basically. If that's something that you guys are interested in, I definitely would look into that. I'm very excited about what's happening in that aspect. I feel like that part of my career is finally flourishing and I'm finally giving it a taste. I always felt like my family didn't want me to do it because it's very unstable, and I have witnessed firsthand how unstable it is. But I already did what they wanted me to. I already went to college, I graduated, I'm still studying, I haven't finished with my graduate certificate. I'm at an internship now, at an office, like a traditional job that everyone wants. But on the side, I get to do what I like to do, which is now taking my casting classes. I'm still a makeup artist. I'm still doing my YouTube videos, so I'm really happy about that. So that is pretty much what I've been up to. I haven't had too many makeup clients. I feel like it's very hard to start basically at zero in a new state where nobody knows your work. So luckily I have had the opportunity of working in photo shoots already. I worked a photo shoot and it was great, and the models were very, very nice, down to earth, and I did get a lot of them to follow me on social media, which is very important, especially nowadays. So that's what I'm working on right now, is just kind of getting my makeup work out there, getting myself prepared so that I could start auditioning maybe in December, which is basically now, and if not, then at the beginning of January. And my next step is to get an agent, because I currently have an agent in Florida, but I don't have an agent in LA. So my agents in Miami don't know all the jobs that are happening in LA, so they can't submit me. So my manager and I are in the works of getting me an agent, and that's kind of the next step in that aspect of my career. When my internship is over, I will decide what to do. I don't know if I'm gonna move here permanently. I don't know if I'm gonna be back and forth. My goal is to be here basically like whenever I want. Whenever I have to work, I'm here. Whenever I have something in Miami, I go back to Miami. So that is my goal right now. I don't know what that means for, you know, me living anywhere. I don't know if I'm gonna ship my car back to Miami. I don't know what we're gonna do with the house, but right now I'm kind of taking everything with the flow. This is my opportunity to see if I like LA, to see if I can make friends here, if I can start my career here. It's my opportunity to learn more about social media marketing, which is something that I've never had to do for other companies besides myself. I've only ever done that for me, and that's what I'm studying. So that's kind of also why I took the internship. So that's where I'm at. I just wanted to update you guys. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, leave me a comment down below because I'd love to answer them. I feel like there's so many other things that I didn't mention in this video, and there's also a lot of things that I mentioned too much about and I just was rambling on. If you guys like this video, if you want me to get personal in more of my videos, then leave me a comment. This is the new channel. If you are interested in looking at my old one, the link is down below. It's just CATANO GLAM. This is CATANO GLAM English. Los últimos 2 meses he estado grabando mis videos de maquillaje en ambos idiomas al mismo tiempo. Entonces hago como un lado en inglés y otro lado en español, pero iba a ser muy difícil hacer este video en ambos idiomas al mismo tiempo. Así que si ustedes quieren ver un video como este en español, por favor déjenme un comentario aquí o en mi Instagram, y les voy a dejar todas mis redes sociales aquí en la cajita de descripción. If you guys didn't understand what I said, don't worry, that was just a message to my Spanish speaking followers. Y para las que hablan español, pueden ver un video que tiene 20 cosas sobre mí que tal vez no sabían, y les voy a dejar el enlace aquí también. If you guys want to watch my video in Spanish that says 20 facts about me that you guys probably didn't know, then I will link that also. Remember to subscribe to my channel because I really want this CATANO GLAM English family to grow, and I'll see you guys next time.